Welcome to our 9th Horticultural Encounter. Today we're at Forest Grove, one of our farms about an hour west of Portland in Oregon. On my left is Tom Foley, Director of New Plants. Welcome, Tom.
Good morning.
And Suzie Wiest on my right-hand side. Suzie supports Tom in all his efforts, and she also has a really interesting job working with landscape architects, designers, helping them spec the very best plants on their job. My name is Nicholas Staddon. I'm the spokesperson for Everde growers, and with no more ado, let's get started. The plant I'm with is Acer palmatum bloodgood, a Japanese maple. We have a unique way of growing these in the field. As young plants, they're placed in the field in the ground, and here they live quite happily for 2, 3, 4 years, depending on the finished size. Then they're harvested, all the native soil is removed, they're placed into a nursery container, into a nursery blended soil mix, and there they are allowed to root out for another year or so. During this time frame of being in the ground, the plant has developed terrific caliper, a very strong stem. They've also developed a superb 45-degree upright branch structure, so very, very strong. This is enormous value. This is Acer palmatum bloodgood.
Hi, I'm out standing in the field today looking at a new spruce called Ward's Blue Wave. What we like about Blue Wave is this blue, steel blue foliage year-round. This plant was found as a chance discovery more than 20 years ago here in Forest Grove, Oregon at the Everde nurseries. It was stood out in the field because of its steel blue foliage year-round. We've been watching this plant and we've been evaluating to make sure that it has the same great performance as other spruces. Upright growing, conical shape, steel blue foliage, and we're so excited to bring this plant to market. Just a great looking plant. So, Ward's Blue Wave. Hi, I'm out standing in the field today looking at a new series of hydrangeas. Let me give you a little bit of background. 5 years ago, we started looking for new hydrangeas that were exciting, different flower colors, but most importantly, great performers for the landscape trade and for the gardens and for the home gardens. From that, and over 5 years of evaluating and making some very difficult decisions to bring forward the best new hydrangeas, we have this new series called Plush Petal. What's good about them and what's exciting and what's going to make your garden special? Several things. Naturally dark green foliage. 2, strong branches that holds these big flowers upright and in a much better looking presentation in the landscape. And 3rd, a whole series of different flower colors from whites to dark reds to pinks. And 3rd, and the most exciting part about the Plush Petal hydrangeas is the flowers. Beautiful flowers start blooming in the spring all the way to the fall with reblooming. So we've got the new flowers, and then as they start maturing, they start to go to this color, and then eventually they antique to this beautiful colored. These are perfect as an antique for cut flowers, for dried arrangements, for inside your home. And that's just an additional attribute that you don't see in many hydrangea macrophyllus. So this series again is the Plush Petal hydrangeas. I'm excited to show you a couple new red buds. These are from North Carolina State University. The breeder was Dr. Denny Werner. So Denny bred 2 different species of redbuds, the eastern redbud, Cercis canadensis, with the Mexican redbud, Cercis texensis. And what he got is a heat, humidity, adaptability, garden performance. What we love about redbuds have been the flowers in the spring. What Denny has brought forward on this new breeding is flower power in the spring, followed by the outstanding foliage, as well as different habit and growth habits that are important to us as growers and also to landscape contractors and consumers. Heat tolerance, high temperatures, high nighttime temperatures, high humidity, as well as low humidity. And so these redbuds do equally as well all the way from California, all the way through Texas and into the southeast United States. So one of them is Golden Falls. Golden Falls is golden weeping pendant redbud. Gold in the spring, and then it'll maturate into like a beautiful chartreuse foliage, is what you see here. Behind me is the outstanding and really the anchor of our program here at Everde Growers, Flamethrower. Flamethrower comes out burgundy foliage, golden to dark green foliage, and that happens from spring all the way to the first frost. Flamethrower is more upright, vase shape, an outstanding plant. That is really beautiful. We've grown this in California, all the ways over into Texas, into the Southeast, and it has been a fantastic garden performer and a great grower for us here at Everde Growers. The third variety is a variety called Merlot. Merlot is dark burgundy foliage from spring to fall, and that is a difference and a significant attribute from other red buds in that it holds that burgundy foliage all the way until the leaves drop in the fall. So those are three of the new red buds that we're introducing from Everde Growers.
Back in 1995, I fell in league with a slightly quirky Australian called Anthony Tesselaar. Anthony is a brilliant marketer, and he brought to the American market flower carpet rose. There was a pink, there was a white, there was a yellow, there was a couple of reds, then there was a bicolor. It was really terrific. These roses were known for their high disease resistance, their easy care. You'd only prune them about once a year, and then you could take them back to 6-7 inches. And during the growing season, they'd have buds and blooms in the next 24-25 days. Great for the landscape. You could plant them en masse, whether it was commercial or residential. There's a couple of new varieties to look for in the flower carpet series. One is mini cherry, 2 feet high and 2 to 3 feet across. Literally clouds of hot red flowers. And the other one, which is my favorite, is called peach. Peach is a single. If you take a peach, the fruit, cut it in half, open it out, that's exactly what the color of the flower is. And 2 shrub roses. One is called lipstick, color of lipstick, right? Nice hot red. And the other is champagne, color of champagne. These are going to be about 3 to 4 feet high and the same across. Big flowers, great for cuts, nice strong stems, and outrageously fragrant. They are already a big hit in our trialing and evaluation area. However, there are 3 other plants I want to talk to you about. And here they are. The first one is called Pacific Sunrise, and it's a coprosma. There's also a Pacific Sunset, which is slightly more reddish color. Coprosmas, otherwise known as mirror plants, have these wonderful bright shiny green leaves. They're terrific. Mirror, you can see your reflection in them. They're so bright. And they're native to New Zealand. In the warmer regions of America, they're in ground or containers. In the colder regions, they're just going to be an annual. Next up are the cannas. Anthony brought 3 cannas to market: Canna Tropicana, Canna Tropicana Gold, and Canna Tropicana Black. And this is black I'm with. Gets to be about 5 to 6 feet high, sports beautiful red flowers on top, and has this great black foliage. In the warmer regions, it's going to live year round. In the colder region, it's going to be an annual, but very, very tropical. What a handsome plant. But there's one more. The Magnolia Black Tulip. Anthony really broke the mold with this, getting 15 to 18 feet high, beautifully branched almost from the base up, and these fabulous tulip-shaped flowers that are deep, deep purple with a lemon-scented fragrance to them. This is Magnolia Black Tulip. So there are a few great plants from the Anthony Tesselaar collection. I've been fortunate to be around the Sunset collection for a number of years, and we couldn't let the opportunity pass without mentioning some of my favorite plants. One of the first one is a Mahonia called Soft Caress. This was an award-winning plant at the Chelsea Flower Show back in 2015. The plant gets 2.5 to 3 feet high, the same wide, sports beautiful yellow flowers in the autumn followed by blue blackberries, just terrific. A Sempervivum, which is a terrific plant, USDA zone 3 all the way through 10. This variety is called Onyx and has a nice red color. A camellia, and I've been waiting for new groups of camellias for years. This is the October Magic series, aptly named because that's the time of year they bloom. This variety is called Ruby and will just get festooned with all these beautiful red flowers. Terrific. And lastly is a fig called Miss Figgy. For those of you that have been waiting for a small fig, this is the one for you, getting about 5 feet high, 5 feet across. In the warmer regions, the plant will be year-round with you. In the colder regions, use her as a container. And you can see in this plant, she's just covered with figs and these beautiful leaves. So those are some of my favorites from the Sunset collection.
Much of the world's food crops depend on pollinators. Honeybees, butterflies, and hummingbirds move from flower to flower, depositing pollen that the plant uses to produce fruit or seed. Butterflies, they love those flat, large flower clusters that they can land and feast on. Hummingbirds, they love those tubular flowers that hold that sweet nectar that only they can get to. And bees, they love the mimosa tree, the Albizia julibrisson. This is a very exotic looking tree, and it has this most beautiful umbrella-shaped canopy. This is a very fast-growing tree. This variety is called summer chocolate, and this one grows only to about 20 feet. What I love about it is the foliage. It's a very fern-like foliage, and the new growth comes out bronze green, and then it turns to a really rich chocolate color. The other thing, the flowers are a hot pink, and they look like a pink pincushion, and the bees just love those flowers. And next we have Callistemon slim. Callistemon slim is just like its name. It's very slim. It grows about 12 to 15 feet tall, but it only grows about 3 to 4 feet wide. So this is what I call a very functional plant, or a problem solver plant. Imagine you have an area that's only 3 feet wide, yet you need 8 feet in height, and it's a hot wall. Well, this is the answer. Another thing I love about it is the classic red bottle brush blooms. It will bloom nearly year-round in warm climates. It's also very heat, drought, and salt tolerant. And why that's important is when you have municipal jobs that are using reclaimed water, that water can be high in mineral salts, and this plant can handle it. Callistemon slim. And finally, Nicholas, we have a big bloomer here, and this is called Coreopsis lightning bug. All you have to do is look at it. This will draw in bees, butterflies, and possibly even hummingbirds. And also, it's in our Boldscape collection, which is known for plant water wow. So thank you for joining us at our 9th annual Horticultural Encounter, and we'll see you in 2024.